Good morning, everyone. I'm Carolina from Making Life, and today I'm here to interview Antonella Mamoli, expert on regulatory affairs and, of course, a member of AFI. So let's talk about medical devices and the regulatory. The new medical device regulation came into effect in 2021. How has it changed from the previous directive?
So thank you for your question. Thank you for the invitation. To get an idea of how the MDR has changed the world of medical devices, maybe we should think about the latest amendment to the regulation of medical device. And I'm referring to the extension of the transitional provision published last March. In fact, the medical device regulation, so MDR is medical device regulation, entered in force in 2017. And 2021 represents the date of application of the regulation. Therefore, when the regulation became effective. But in the regulation, there was another important date that was May 2024. And this date was the latest date to market a medical device under Medical Device Directive, so the previous regulatory framework. Summarizing in very few words, at the beginning, the MDR foresaw 7 years from 2017 to 2024 to update system and products to the new regulatory framework. Well, last March, an amendment to the MDR was published, which extends the transitional provisions. Again, summarizing in a very few words, the last date to place on the market a medical device under MDD, Medical Device Directive, is no longer May 2024, but will be December 2027 for high-risk medical device, let's say class 3 or 2B, and December 2028 for all other medical devices. Therefore, today, the MDR foresees 10 or 11 years. Starting from 2017, it is possible to go up to 2027 or 2028 to update the system and the product to the new regulatory framework. So back to your question. It would seem that MDR has changed a lot since the previous directive. And because of this, the medical device system needed an extra time to update.
Yes, I guess it is very complex if it needs so much time to update and to apply to the new regulation. And for what concerns our country, Italy, where are we now in the transition to the new regulation, and what are the major critical issues to be addressed?
Italy, let's say, is a member state like any other. I think the problems are the same all over Europe. From the point of view of the legal owner, of the manufacturer, as defined in the medical device regulation, the regulatory requirements indicating the MDR are very demanding due to the large amount of scientific data and clinical evidence required to support a medical device in MDR. On the other hand, sometimes manufacturers have to face a lack of a technical standard to use as reference to design the correct test, to be sure that the scientific data obtained is not challenged or rejected by the notified body. But of course, critical issues are also faced by notified body. I'm thinking of a correct and harmonized interpretation between notified bodies of the regulatory requirements of the MDR, for example, or the difficult management of some new procedure introduced with the MDR. I refer to the clinical evaluation consultation procedure, for example. Another critical point for notified bodies was certainly the organizational commitment required by the MDR, with the related evidence of the technical and specific skills for each activity carried out by the notified body. And these requests implied an effort that was not taken for granted by the notified bodies. In fact, starting from 50 notified bodies under medical device directive, today in Europe there are 38 notified bodies under MDR. And just curiosity, 10 of these notified bodies are Italian. In any case, it should be noted that the difficulties of the notified body in some way also become difficulties of the manufacturers. So we are in the same system.
Well, I'm happy to hear that Italy doesn't have major issues other than other countries in Europe, but we are on the same boat, let's say.
Yeah, so, we are on the same boat.
When we talk about medical devices, we not only refer to substances, but also to digital tools and softwares. Does their certification need a different process?
So the legal reference, the legal basis is always the same, the MDR.
Okay.
Both for a substance-based medical device or for a software. And for that, I would not talk about a different process, but I would prefer to talk about specific regulatory requirements for the type of medical device, which need specific scientific data to give evidence of compliance with the MDR. It's better.
So let's talk a little bit about the reason why we are here, or otherwise the AFI Symposium. Do you think that the AFI Symposium could be a fruitful opportunity for interdisciplinary exchange and collaboration? I think many experts will be there, and what they need to discuss.
Yes, I definitely think that the AFI Symposium is a fruitful opportunity to share experiences, to share questions gathered so far. I'm sure that all stakeholders still have to discuss the correct interpretation of the new regulatory requirements and procedures implemented by the European Commission with the MDR. Many stakeholders will attend the medical device session at the AFI Symposium. We will have manufacturers, the Italian competent authority, Ministero della Salute, and all 10 Italian notified bodies at the same table. So I'm sure that we will have a great discussion together.
I hope to see you at AFISO and to be part of this session. Very interesting. Thank you, Antonella, for your time. See you soon.
Thank you to you, Carolina.
Goodbye.
Bye.